Greetings, ascending masters of the new Jerusalem. Our home becomes our heart. Our heart is our home. Mothership Gaia has ascended to the fifth dimension. We are bringing in and anchoring in the highest codes, the highest frequencies, the highest light, the sound of infinite light, infinite life. What you hear now today is the still, silent, small voice at the center. It is the voice of the Great Spirit. Today, Walila came to my queen and I, my sacred condor, Walila, the hummingbird, which is one of the many names I call my queen on 12D Venus. Our elven nation is with us now, and many of you listening to this now came here with us on this great mission to assist humanity, to assist Gaia, and all sentient beings of all timelines, dimensions, and realms, to awaken from the false dream into the dream of heaven on earth, the divine matrix, the holy water, the sacred waters rising, the Lemurian energy fully activated, the Lemurian 5 with us now. We are the Lemurians, we are divine, and we are here to resonate our sacred light of love, truth, peace, and harmony. Feel into that and resonate that out through your soul star spark at the center of your being. We lowered it down into this dimension for this mission, and we do not stop, we do not fail, we do not look back. 1777711 coming in on this day of 2222. The 222 portal is open to the 2222 of the 44 and to the 8 of our Lyran nation, the heart of the lion, Cor Leon, the core, the crystalline core, the crystalla of the Sophia, manifesting through every soul star spark now. This is it, and so it is. All Magdalenes are activated now. The emanation is fully in place. Divine Goddess has risen in every soul and every heart. Don't worry about what is happening on the world stage. It is a stage. Don't worry about what is happening out in this field. Tap in and connect to the kingdom of heaven within. That is your soul star spark. That is your infinite light. What the great genius, the cosmic conscious being Walter Russell would call the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. It is the still center that everything rotates around, and it is everywhere. That is the paradox. Emptiness is form, and form is emptiness. Motion is stillness, and stillness is motion. There is no room or time for debate. That time is over. The great Zen master would say, inch time, foot gem. Each moment is worth more than a priceless gem. And today, after the Walela came to the queen and I, above a cloud ship that transformed into the shape of the hummingbird, and the sacred hum of this magnificent bird is the resonance of the divine goddess, the divine feminine. It is the frequency of love. It is the frequency of the Tao, the way in, the way into the kingdom of heaven within. All paths lead to the same source. So, sorcerer of light, tap into your infinite co-creative power, the center of your being. 369, the free energy code of Nikola Tesla. Tap into that source energy, sorcerer, to manifest as a conscious co-creator. We manifest heaven on earth. We hold the vision. We hold the tone. We hold the light. We don't look back and we don't back down. We are warriors of the light. We are fearless and we are timeless, immortal. We are the Titans. Okay, where were we now? Grandmother Bear coming in. Today we had many powerful codes, many powerful activations. The Schumann resonance was totally blasted off the charts today with a 6,000 hertz amplitude. And this is coming from the highest realm, from our 12D lineage of our Elven, Venusian, Lyran, Vulcan, Elven legions of light. And many of us are hearing the new tones, the new codes from 7D, 8D, 9 into the 12. Today I connected with our divine sister of the light, friends with my sacred condor and her mother mama bear of this sacred land. My queen has transmitted to me this is a magical portal, which I haven't visited yet, but the land will be available potentially within the next month. So I plan on visiting this land and filming the energy of this sacred portal. And I know, coming from my higher self, my higher guides, 369 coming in again, that this potentially, there's no guarantees, but will be the land of our first healing retreat center. And we have 3 that have stepped forward to assist in this great mission and to join us in the Council of 12. The first council will be those that invest in this land and in this vision. And then in the future, others can come along. There will be many councils, so do not worry. In time, you will be part of this great vision. But this opportunity took my queen and I and my soul star family several months to even manifest. So I'm doing my best to procure this land and to make this vision a reality for all of you. I do not need a healing retreat center, but this is part of my queen, myself, and our soul star family's vision. So I'm doing my best. I'm working every day towards this goal. And many of you that I've connected with understand, and those that know what their mission is have already reached out, and we've been in contact, and we are manifesting. We need at least 9 more to join us to assist in making this. Okay, brothers and sisters of the light, I just paused this recording for a moment, and 10 hours later, here I am. So I won't be able to upload this until tomorrow, which will be the 23rd. So let's get back to it. My sacred condor and I met with a couple of our soul star family to vision the healing center. What we're seeing is many things: organic gardening, possibly animal rescue. We're seeing a art gallery. We're seeing schools to teach the crystal children the ways of the new earth. Many different things, along with healing technologies. The first center will have a dojo and a center for teaching, training, healing ceremony. We'll have events. The first center will not be our community. We're seeing that the funding that we raise through the center, through events, through our practices, through our work, and through investors, our first community, which will come after the first center. And we're seeing this possibly up by Cougar, by Mount St. Helens. So we're going to keep visioning this, and I'll keep you up to date as we come through, and I will shoot a video in the next couple weeks or few weeks of the sacred land where we're seeing for our first center. So thank you all for your support. Let's get into today's transmissions. We start with the Sabian symbols again. Right now the moon is at 27 degrees 22 minutes Taurus, the sun at 3 degrees 18 minutes Aquarius, and the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 4 degrees Aquarius is a Hindu healer. And the Sabian symbol for the moon at 28 degrees Taurus is a mature woman reawakened to romance. Aho, from astrologyweekly.com. And one last thing, we're seeing also a technology to help all of our starseeds to connect with their divine union. So that's one of the things that are coming to fruition, and we're working on behind the scenes. Many things. We're very busy, and we're going to bring all these things to all of you in the very near future. But right now our focus is on manifesting the first healing center and healing retreats. So hang in there with us, and we'll keep you up to date as we go. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, Energetic Changes, Immensely powerful energetic changes are occurring as the new Earth is accelerating into the new golden age. Remember, we are entering multidimensional and galactic space in the highest degrees, as the galaxies themselves are accelerating into the rebirth of the entire universe. As this happens, the energy systems inherent within the Earth, the crystal pyramids and the crystalline energy grids, the sacred sites and the portals are all now being revamped and reactivated to the fullest. All of these were originally created in the 7th dimensional frequency band and even higher. These portals are now being reinvented to carry from the 7th to the 12th vibrational frequency bands, incorporating the highest dimensions. Our physical bodies are being upgraded and reinvented at the very same time, and the higher your own vibrational frequency, the easier you will be able to navigate these intense interchanges, as every strand of DNA, all the cells, and the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and all 12 bodies are reinvented. And as we are getting more and more light-filled, if you buy into fear and the mass consciousness of fear and hysteria, you will clog your own energy fields and thus will not be able to assimilate these changes, because you are subconsciously blocking it. Fear causes stress, and stress clogs up, it closes and shuts off. When one is open and deeply connected to the divine source and all that is, there is no fear. For one now steps into the infinite space, where one embraces the immortality of your own soul, knowing that this lifetime is but a single eye wink in eternity. There is no fear of death, for death indeed is illusion. The soul merely sheds the vessel it adopted for that eye wink and immediately resumes its true soul form and life in its own home galaxy of origin. Universally, time as we know it does not exist, nor does aging. The soul cannot age, for it is pure energy. It is the human mind which has conjured up constructs and false imagery, because the mind cannot stretch that far. The soul, however, knows this within itself at the deepest levels. I did a soul reading recently where the soul was one who lovingly is traversing the cosmos and having incarnations on all planetary and galactic levels, as it is a space explorer. They are called the Wanderers, and indeed that is what they are. Their whole existence is there to explore life in all its infinite expressions, as an infinite creation. The same applies to your soul. When you start to truly reconnect to the highest levels within your own soul and indeed embrace divinity within yourself, you will not take life so seriously on this planet, nor will you be swayed by outside opinions and outside propaganda. You will walk the sacred path as one with your Creator and all of creation, and thus will quietly get on with your highest soul purpose and mission from the depths of your heart and soul. No matter what unfolds around you, the most powerful master souls will not find in amongst the so-called celebrities. Indeed, many choose to have quiet lives and anchor in the divine light, love and wisdom, and radiate this forth. It's not always where the most noise is that the truth is present. Truth does not need noise, nor fanfares, nor public declarations, for truth inherent with each soul, and it is up to every soul to find its own highest truth, and live it with great love. For truly as one steps ever higher into the new earth and assumes your true form and true embodiment in a much higher vibrational frequency band, unity consciousness becomes the norm, and you cannot see nor live duality or polarity nor experience separation anymore. You have transcended this. Indeed, you are living truthfully, authentically, from the heart and soul of pure, unconditional love. You radiate forth and you become illumined and radiant from deep within, because you are fulfilled and living life deeply, empowered from within. All is one. From JudithKusel.com. Today from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athens. Important message. Everything has changed. 2020 brought a great test of faith in the truth, in what truly exists and what is but lies. Those that made it to the truth and keep their faith in it have made it to glory, and in 2021 and 2022 are ready to move forward to a new reality of truthful existence. Please know that your position will be unmovable like the high mountains. Proceed freely. You are blessed by the Great Spirit. Those that in 2020 had difficulties recognizing truth from lies and fell for fear and deception while failing to hold on to their sovereign power as the truthful and pure children of the divine, in 2021 and 2022 are to continue their journey of self-awakening. Only this time the stakes are getting even higher and the difficulty and efforts necessary will be doubling, even tripling in many cases. This means that it will get even more challenging to escape the illusionary reality that will be presented to them. Hell will be breaking loose. Are they ready for it? Remember, it is all but a test of initiation in order to open the door to true eternal life for yourself. This is you with yourself. This is something each one must reach on his, her, absolutely own efforts. Thus the show must go on. Be smart and follow the steps of those that succeeded in this before you. Erini. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss. Message from Saint Germain. For the past couple of weeks, the presence of Saint Germain has been palpable. For decades, though predominantly in 2004 and in this past year, Saint Germain has been very present in my life. He was strongly with me when I wrote my second book, Commitment to Love, Transforming Human Nature into Divine Nature. And he has been strongly with me these past few months, amplifying his presence day upon day through this moment wherein his presence has completely enveloped my heart. Cleverly, he sent me back to the book I wrote in 2004 and to the pages I speak about with him. It has been a long time since I did that. All of that to say, Saint Germain has long had a vested interest and active role in the transition of humanity and Earth. His time in this then unfolding position goes back more than 13,000 years ago, and not from the sky, though as an active member of humanity. He literally said, moments of humanity's turning point is now. It has to be earmarked by a titled event, the election of the U.S. President, and he said in the United States of America, long the focus of the world, the tension between what was and what is becoming has driven humanity to a breaking point. Too many eyes are diverted to whose fault this is and whose responsibility it is to change it. There is no fault, there is cause and effect, conscious and unconscious, in an evolutionary plan not driven by anything out in the world, only displayed there. Once and for all, going forward, thine eyes must be on unity. Risky it is to even suggest thine eye be on internal clarity. Human clarity has become human belief, and belief has not a thing to do with clarity. Unity within oneself will lead to clarity. Unity with another will lead to peace. When humanity discovers their proper orbit as the planets above have found theirs, at last all will move in harmony under the great impulse of a single creation, one unity, one system, one design. In the times ahead there will be further, though less heightened turmoil, a simmering down, if you will. Simultaneously there will be great healing and great discovery. Headed in a noble direction, before too long humanity will live in accordance to the plan of their mighty I Am presence. A great blessing you will be unto yourselves. Saint Germain, with love, Maureen from MaureenMoss.com. Today from Divine Brostar of the Light, Daniel Scranton. New galactic codes are coming in, the 9D Arcturian Council. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are looking for even more allies at this time to join us in co-creating new codes from all across the galaxy. These codes will activate within you that which has been lying dormant. You have so much inside of you, so much that you have been, so much that you have become, so much that you have mastered, and most of you are unaware of all that you have access to within you, and that is why we are looking for other collectives and beings who specialize in the creation of these codes. It is our desire for all of you to unlock the hidden gems that lie within you, and we know that you will. We just want to be a part of it. We just want to have fun on this journey with you, and let's face it, codes are cool, codes are fascinating, and codes are powerful when you simply let them do what they do. Now some of you are probably wondering how you are going to receive the codes that will be transmitted to you. They will be transmitted in every imaginable way, so that we can slip them in through the cracks that you leave open. They will be transmitted by this channel. They will be transmitted by other channels. They will be coming to you from your sun, from the grid lines across your earth, and from all the energies that you are bombarded with on a regular basis. How do you make sure you are one of the ones receiving the codes? Receiving this transmission is the first step because now you know about them. We also recommend that you focus yourself on receiving what is coming to you at least once a day. You have to relax and open up to receive, and there is more now than ever has been for you. This is a good time for you to be opening up, and it will just keep getting better and better. So you might as well start now and receive codes from all across the galaxy, codes that can activate that which is beyond your imagination, beyond your mind's ability to conceive of ideas and possibilities. Yet it is all within you. You have all the information that you need inside of you. We are here to help activate it, and we are seeking out new friends, new alliances, new colleagues to co-create with us the new beautiful codes that will help you remember who you are, tap into your power, and be the sovereign beings of light and love that you are always meant to be in this lifetime. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, Filtered Realms of Consciousness Reality. Each and every one of you is perceiving reality according to your frequency and filters of consciousness. Earth, as most people experience it, is a highly varying multiple frequency realm of consciousness flow. The aftermath of cause with no holds barred is the stage of the playing out of frequencies, releasing themselves as is. This will appear for many a very different reality experience. When we look closely at cause, we see the energies of thought, emotion, beliefs, and focused intent, aware or unaware, as personal realities and also as major movements of consciousness on a mass scale. When we see groups divided, we see the playing out of cliques of like frequencies and opposites revealing themselves as realities. The divine multidimensional frequencies are neutral. They are as energy to be born through moment to moment, the frequencies and filters to which they flow through. The ultimate experience, therefore, is this neutral state that only observes and flows with no attachments to this way or that. The heightened division experience is part and parcel of the new energies and new ways of Aquarius wanting to flow through any structured system to radically change it. Revolt is expected as most people do not like change. Change is upheaval. It is the death of what was. In its chaotic shifts, it brings about what is new. It is never likely to be comfortable to the body, which is the animated part of consciousness flow that simply lives through the cause of the vehicle provider. This vehicle provider is the consciousness flow of neutrality laced with filters of emotions, intent, focus, and thoughts that prevail through riding the vehicle we name the body. No one is the body, just as many of you have a vehicle to drive in. This vehicle is symbolic of movement, as is the body you may mistakenly tie to being you in belief. When we say the new is coming, the destruction of the old is underway. Many say, yea, new, yet their inner turmoil dictates the reflection of what they call their world. Making peace and being on the sidelines, observing is the master key to mastery of this dream version of reality that your mind thinks you are living as. Yet as the cause of it all, we see clearly that the cause is actually beingness. It is not out there that is the response to the cause. To live as so many called extraterrestrials and advanced masters is to be the one that lives through the truth of being, watching and observing the dream reality come into play as the neutral free awareness that it is. From this true space of neutrality, we create our own heaven on earth. As surely as the birds do fly, we can soar to the greatest heights, seeing clearly what earth really is through the eyes of cause. The cause in its natural state is the unified soul giving rise to itself, as the answer of everything, as the godlike cause of all reality, as the beingness of all dimensions, and of the unified state within its own awareness of this grand coming home to itself. This is the rapture of the mystics, the mystical marriage within, the heart living through all levels of multidimensional being as the one aware of itself, totally unified. As we continue to see the display out there of reality born through cause, let us recognize our own part in this, the cause, Any division is just that, opposites that so love to play out on the screen of a dream made born of cause, as we being to close the stream of appearing words on a screen leading to nowhere, we say recognize the glorified one, the cause of all, the beingness of you on the screen you perceive as reality, blessing you now and more soon on being multidimensional in the purest love of dreamlike reality through cause. From the new divinehumanity.com and from Divine Bro Star of the Light James McConnell, Ka-Ra of the Pleiades, operation of compression breakthrough. I am Ka-Ra. I appreciate these times that I can come and be with you and be able to open up and share what we know, share what we see with our eyes from our ships as we look down, and what was said within the meditation. We see the beauty everywhere. Just think about the beauty of this planet, the rushing waters, the oceans, the waterfalls, the fields and streams, the great meadows, the majestic mountains, and the peaceful valleys everywhere across the planet. So much of this planet that you have not even seen yet, for many of you have found yourselves within the environments of where you grew up, where you were born. Some of you had ventured out, some of you have seen parts of the world, yes, but there is so much yet to see and appreciate. But beyond this planet there are worlds, vistas that you haven't even begun to dream of yet, that are there, and that you will be able to visit when you are ready. All that is happening here on this planet has reached its full crescendo, and it is coming close now. So that when you have reached that crescendo, that end, although there is never an end, for the end will only lead to a new beginning, and that new beginning has already begun. It has begun within your minds, within your hearts, within your imagination, your visions of what can be and what will be. For there is nothing that can stop your visions from becoming a reality now. Nothing. Nothing that the dark forces can put out in front of you. Nothing that they can do that will keep you from your destiny. You, being the collective you, from the destiny of this planet. For once Prime Creator said, enough is enough. Everything was put into motion at that point, and the call went out to many of us, so many of the civilizations that are beyond this human civilization here on this planet, to come to aid of Gaia and the people here, and come in the millions we have, all in readiness at a moment's notice, just as your emergency broadcast system is there at a moment's notice to reach out to the people, but not only of this country, but of the entire planet to reach out. We also are in readiness in the same way for the signal to be given for us then to move into the next part of our operation. We have stages within our operations, just as you do on the planet. To look at it, it's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, etc. And also, yes, plan A, B, C. That is the way you look at it here on this planet. We have similar progression as well, and we are moving now into another stage. It is imminent at this point. I cannot tell you exactly what that stage is, although there will be information coming out from various of our sources that will tell of this form from our point of view. And I use this term, our point of view, because I want all of you, we want all of you to begin to think and to look at the earth and the progression of the earth and all of the people here on the planet in the same way that we look at you. Again, we see beauty. We want you to look out and see the beauty everywhere, for it is a beautiful planet with wonderful resources, enough resources to share with everyone on the planet, where no one should be able to go hungry or thirsty, or without love and caring, not a single one. That is the new vision of this planet, and for this planet as you continue to move into the higher vibrations. Yes, there is tremendous upheaval at this time, here in this country, your United States of America, as well as other countries throughout the planet, great upheaval. But as you know and have heard many times from many different sources, first the old paradigm must come crumbling down, must come crashing down at times, and you are at that point now, for a great part of the old paradigm is about to fall. Exactly how that is to be remains for you to see yet, but know that all is in readiness, both here by the forces of light on this planet, as well as the forces of light above and below the planet. All is in readiness to begin the operation of compression breakthrough, and is in operation, So as always, and as many different sources continue to guide you, trust in the plan, for it is the Creator's plan. And being the Creator's plan, nothing, no thing, and no one can interfere with the plan. Oh yes, they can do things to postpone it, to alter it, and they have done that, but we can only do it for so long, because they continue to delve back into the same playbook, but that playbook is at a lower vibration of the third dimensional consciousness and the illusion. That playbook will not work at the higher vibrations, and that is about to be shown that it cannot work at the higher vibrations. So they can do everything they can now to reach into the deepest part of that playbook, pull out all the stops, as your saying goes. But all of this will end in their defeat and their demise. They have all been given, well, I say all, I speak now of the dark forces here on this planet, the Cabal, the Illuminati, the Deep State. All have been given opportunity to be able to turn to the light, but so many have turned away from the light. They do not understand what they do, just as those that put to death the one known as Yeshua, and he on the cross spoke out to his Father, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." So to all of you now, would you be able to do the same and say to the Father, to the Prime Creator, to the cosmic source of this universe, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do"? All of you now go in peace and love and sharing of the Christ consciousness to all that you come in contact with in every given moment. For in every given moment you can, if you look for it, find those moments of joy, even within all of the seeming, and I use that term purposefully, seeming consternation and negative vibrations that surround you at this time. All of my peace and love be with all of you. I am Ka-Ra. I am here in the ships watching over all of you, just as there are many of our guides of those that watch over you, and continue to move you in the direction that you came to move into. Peace and love be with all of you. From ancientawakenings.org. Today from the Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA by Richard Rudd. Gene Key 41, January 22nd through January 26, 2021. Fantasy, anticipation, emanation. Every single start codon inside every single cell of your body is electromagnetically linked to each other. This is the foundation of the holographic body, which in turn is linked electromagnetically to the holographic universe. Every impulse inside of you is therefore communicated to the whole, just as every impulse within the whole is chemically mirrored in your DNA. Once you have discovered the knack of influencing your own DNA, you can literally reprogram every cell within your body. Excerpt from the Gene Keys. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, hexagram 41. Decrease, mountain reflected in the lake below. Let the mind settle to reveal true wisdom of the next journey. Emanation is stillness within bliss. Anticipation is restrained vitality. Fantasy is stressful dissatisfaction. The appreciation of elation. Action is appropriate if one's sacrifice is sincere. The superior man, in accordance with this, restrains his wrath and represses his desires. The shadow frequency is really marked by feedback loops that keep us in states of suffering. We get stuck in a certain pattern of doing things, and it goes on feeding the same behavior. Anticipation looks for the breakout, senses the time and place for a breakout, and can therefore provide completely new experiences, entirely new cycles for people. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from thegenekeys.com. Today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Neptune conjunct Ceres in Pisces. Ceres and Pisces square the nodal axis. Collectively, we are pressed to consider the natural world and our relationship to it to facilitate growth. Mother Nature is grieving, weeping tears as trees fall and lands flood. Take care of me, she cries. Send out love to the planet. Donate to your local food bank. Grow herbs on your windowsill. On a personal inner level, we are grappling with themes of love and loss. Ceres seeks to hold and protect, but Neptune dissolves. Nothing lasts forever. Every bloom has its day. For our soul's growth, we need to know when to let go. Surrender can be hard, especially if we feel starved of affection, unloved, vulnerable. If you feel like a lost child, Turn to your inner mother, fairy godmother, spiritual guide. Create an image of safety, nurture an unconditional love, tend to your soul's garden. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 39 Blue Cosmic Storm. The number 13 is called cosmic, and its key words are transcend, endure, and presence. The last day of a wave spell is usually intense because you must digest all what has gone on for the last 13 days. There is great potential for transcending all you have endured, and this symbolizes that any progress we make comes with a price. Anything worthwhile is never easy. Today is Blue Storm, which represents catalyzed energy and self-generation. These days are not relaxing, but a storm clears the air and with all its energy can bring about life changes. If you get off on excitement, you'll enjoy the crazy ride. For the more timid among us, Blue Storm days can make you want to hide. It is an insane combination of number and day. A storm will really have to endure. The number 13 gives power to the storm, creating a potential hurricane. Plus it is a portal day. It is the kind of day that shakes things up and brings about tumultuous results. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Blue Cosmic Storm, Kin 39, 22, January 2021. Transformation of cosmic proportions. The cosmic storm has arrived. 22-1-2021, 221-221, equal 4141, equal 55, equal 10, equal 1. 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder. 4, Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. 5, Liberation, Change, Transformation, Freedom. 10, Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1, New Beginnings, Original, Leader. Kin 3-9 equal 12 equal 3, Holy Trinity, Creativity, Joy. A powerful galactic activation portal day to catapult our planetary liberation into the cosmos. Day 13 is the last day in the Blue Hand wave spell. We complete a very full cycle of accomplishment that brings healing and a deeper knowledge of what is required in order for profound change to occur in ourselves and the collective consciousness. As we complete this cycle, we look back and marvel at how far we have come and what we have accomplished, and I am sure we are all further progressed than we were before. Today, the 22nd January, is the third day in the powerful transitional period 20 to 22 January, so we should see and witness major shifts by tomorrow and throughout the yellow sun wave spell of illumination. The ripening phase is commencing. Tone of creation. Cosmic is the last and final tone of creation, the highest octave. Tone 13 in the spiritual realm. 13 is the mystical number of the cosmic order, the goddess, and the synchronic natural time. We have arrived. Add some. I am here. This is the stage of having transcended the physical, emotional, and mental realms and arriving at cosmic consciousness. Cosmic action transcends, power endures, essence presence. Finally, let's go cosmic, the transcendent dynamic that runs the whole show, the all-encompassing everything that is the cosmic 13, perfectly transcends, taking magic flight, and returning to the one once again. We commenced the Blue Hand wave spell on day 1, magnetically attracting all that we needed to fulfill our healing goals. And on the last day of the cycle, we realize that we are totally healed and whole as we expand our being into the cosmos, floating endlessly on the waves of creation. Ah, pure presence. Today's question is, what are your dreams showing you to change? How can we embrace the deepest transformation as a collective, transcending density, to arrive at a state of pure, divine presence? We bid you adieu to Manic, the magnificent Blue Hand, who has enabled us to access realms of healing wisdom and resources in order to accomplish our goals of returning to wholeness and the truth of who we are as souls. Manic gifted us with the power of accomplishment to step up and leave the suffering and dis-ease of the past behind, expanding our ability to receive, hold, and embody more healing light. Tomorrow a new solar seal, the magnificent yellow sun, the source of our enlightenment, hosts a brand new wave spell as our journey through the dream spell continues. divine blessings for the completion of our collective healing journey back to divine wholeness. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 39, Blue Cosmic Storm, the mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to catalyze transcending energy. I seal the output of self-generation with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of abundance. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful galactic activation portal day, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your visions, your dreams, your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for your support and donations. Your pledges on Patreon and your donations are what are making it able for us to keep bringing these messages to the world every day. And we've just reached beyond the halfway point of what we need for our daily living expenses, so we appreciate you all. And slowly we're progressing to the point of our first healing center, 222 coming in, which we are assembling and bringing together. And the 12 will be the overseers of this center, and they'll have a collective vote on what happens at these centers. And we are seeing a 12 by 12. So the first 12 will be our investors, and then we will add to that as the center builds momentum and we expand and grow from there, from the center hub, from the center of the wheel. I'd like to take a moment to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn Mogi, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Levi Tomason, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And thank you, Divine Bro Star of the Light, Preston W. Crawford, Tahe, for raising your pledge, and welcome to the Council of 12. We have filled the 4 positions. We have 8 more, and you could find that on our page on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And thank you all for your continued support and pledges. I'd like to also take a moment and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Arifa Gill, for your donation. And we'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Gail Lambert, again for another donation today. We appreciate you all, and we hold you all in high esteem and high regards. Everyone supporting the eagle and the condor on our great mission of bringing heaven to earth, the new earth. The link will also be in the description if you'd like to make a one-time donation to our PayPal account. And I'd like to take a moment also to thank everyone for their support of my Sacred Condor and her art business on Etsy. She has a couple new goddess totems on there you can check out at lunagoddessart.com. And thank you, Divine Sister of the Light, Angelica Ferris, for purchasing a couple of her beautiful goddess totems. And thank you all that have sent messages and left comments on her page on the joy and the blessings that these goddesses are bringing to all of you. They're unique works of art. Each one is handmade out of beautiful colored wool. So you can find these again, lunagoddessart.com. Now we will end today's transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Honey Borden, a dedication to the Elohim of the 6th ray of peace. Here is a very powerful decree to say 9 times, and the last line 4 times. The color for this specific ray is purple and gold ruby. Enough I have had done with my human creation, and I choose to enter the path of the Elohim of peace. I shall be a true pilgrim of peace, and I shall show the 2-edged sword, dividing the real from the unreal, blinding the engines and elements of war. Peace, be still, and know that I am God. Mighty I am, mighty I am, mighty I am. And so it is, from Honey Bee. So have a beautiful and blessed day of activations, transmutations, and powerful awakenings. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.